Welcome to Two Dudes in a Review. I'm Luke.
And I'm Matt.
Alright, today we are reviewing Endgame, probably one of the biggest movies of this year.
1.3 billion at the box office.
Already, opening weekend. Wow, that's amazing. So, Endgame. There's this guy, he's purple, kind of like Barney, but he isn't Barney, you know? And then there's a...
Hamill, that's not it.
Huh?
That's not it.
That's
not what the movie's about.
Yeah, but he's like Barney.
Okay. What the movie really is about is in-depth analysis of a man who's struggling with alcoholism and how he just falls into a Fortnite addiction, and how there's this girl who rides a unicorn, and she just is really there to help Thor out and save the world.
That's not it.
No?
No, that is not it either.
Well, I just don't think we can handle this then.
I would agree.
I think we need to call in a nerd expert.
Let's do it.
Nerd alert. 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 Nerd alert.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Luke. I'm kind of really big into superheroes, and some might call me an expert nerd or a nerd expert. So this movie, Avengers Endgame, was awesome. It picked up after Avengers Infinity War, where Thanos, this big purple man, who had been introduced in multiple movies before that, snapped his fingers and erased half of all living organisms. And because of that, the Avengers were left down in the dumps, and they wanted to do anything they can. And Ant-Man was capable of finding a way to travel through time, and because of that, they were able to travel back through time and get the Infinity Stones. But they didn't mess up the time construct because there was a closed time loop. And then there was an awesome fight at the end, and we'll go more into that later.
Sorry, Luke, I stand corrected. It was about a big purple guy.
That's all I'm saying. Alright, a little thing about doing the show is guess each other's scores, but since we got a guest, me and Matt will be guessing Luke's score for this round.
Alright, so for Luke, I guessed that he would give it a 9.3.
No, you're guessing Luke's score, not Luke's.
Okay.
Very valid point.
No, yeah, this is for him. 9.3.
Oh, okay. Just make sure you knew. I also guessed 9.3.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so that's swag.
So the score is tied.
Alright, we only need to do the show. Thanks for watching. See you later.
What are your thoughts on the movie?
So, Captain America, favorite superhero, love the man. Loyal, honest, fights till the end. He's my favorite, and when he picked up Mjolnir, I was squealing. I was so excited. It was awesome.
Is that Thor's hammer?
Yeah, Thor's hammer. Sorry,
Okay.
Mjolnir. My bad.
So it's funny because Captain America is one of my least favorite characters in the whole MCU. And,
I would agree with that.
But in this movie, I thought he was a badass. And in fact, that scene was possibly my favorite scene when he picked up Thor's hammer. When he threw his shield and then hit his hammer on the shield and hit it back at him.
Great.
That was sick.
I liked what they did with Captain America. I thought that was really cool, but it just doesn't work in terms of the whole MCU, because in the first Avengers, he's getting his ass kicked by all the little henchmen in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this one, he's able to go toe-to-toe with Thanos, who's one of the most powerful people.
Yeah.
That just doesn't just flow together well, I would say.
Right.
He just got a big power boost out of nowhere.
But in this movie, he's finally as strong as he should have been the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is why I liked it.
I think, so Chris Hemsworth was the one that had the idea to be Fat Thor. And as annoying as it might have seemed, it was also a fairly interesting point of view, because Thor as a character has lost everyone he knows and loves. And so I thought that was really interesting. I also just wished a little more out of the Hulk would have been cool. Just some more smashing and...
I would agree with the Hulk. They could have done so much more with him, and he didn't do any smashing. It was just Bruce Banner, but he was big.
Right. And
He
I
didn't
think
utilize being the Hulk.
this is the first movie, in my opinion, where everything, and this is the one that was supposed to do it, everything from the 20 plus movies that the MCU made is finally drawn into the same movie, and I thought they finally did it really well, where in the past I was like expecting them to do that. And I think in hindsight I may be wrong for expecting them to do that in the past movies, but this one they really nailed it by like getting all the characters in there and like closing up a lot of open plots.
I think Infinity War did a good job with that as well, though.
Yeah,
bringing everyone together. Because I liked Infinity War more than this movie, just because it had all those other characters in it. Because this one was really just about the main people. Because whenever all the other Avengers would come at the very end, they don't really do too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only thing is they literally couldn't have been because they were dead.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying that made me like Infinity War more.
No.
Just because like you got to see more Black Panther, more Spider-Man, more of the Guardians. That's just stuff that made me like that one more than this one.
Another thing I really loved about this movie was like the second hour of the movie, where it was like a heist movie. I thought it was really cool that they did that because you're going into this movie expecting pretty much a full-on 3-hour battle, but the way the Avengers like get the Infinity Stones back is more using their brains rather than their like strength, since they're outnumbered.
A really cool point in like the movie, like kind of like with the heist, is when you see like all the characters like start to see their old selves and stuff. Like when Iron Man sees his old self, and then Cap has to literally fight himself.
Yeah.
And they like know what they like should say to each other, or like Iron Man knows that like Ant-Man should go and like pull that plug or whatever that was. I thought that was really cool. Just like they know so much about themselves.
Yeah.
They don't know their own weaknesses.
That was really cool. And then just each character got their own moment, almost.
Yeah.
I forget. I can't remember if Cap did it all, but like Tony got to talk to his dad. Thor got to talk to his mom. I thought that was really cool.
Captain America got to live his whole life with that woman.
Well, no, but he also saw her. Remember, he went and he was like,
he saw her. I'm talking about the first time.
Oh, when they like go back into the
during
past.
the middle of the movie, not the end.
Gotcha.
I thought that was really cool. Each character kind of got a moment to, get closure almost for something.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. But the problem with the whole time travel is how easy it happened. Just there was like Tony Stark figured out time travel in one night.
Yeah.
And then he also was so reluctant to join them at first, and then he's just like, I'll just go do it. I feel like there should have been a little bit more conflict there. Because I liked that at first a lot, how he like was telling him, no, I have no part of this. I have a kid now. I have a family.
Yeah, it like
I don't
finally
need to deal with that.
It finally seemed like the movie where he was like about to start caring about Gwyneth Paltrow for the first time, Pepper Potts.
Mm-hmm.
But then all of a sudden he like abandoned her again. She I would be pissed if I was her. Like she keeps getting screwed. First of all, she's not getting like a ton of screen time in these movies, but also she's just like
F off,
constantly being put second behind the Avengers by Robert Downey Jr.
And then also, whenever Cap got the scepter back, just all he says, Hail Hydra, and then he got it. I thought that was a little dumb. Yeah. It was too easy.
I personally liked the Hail Hydra. I thought it was cool because like there's a point in like comics
nerd
he
alert.
does like a similar thing. Like he like manipulates all these people to believe that he is part of Hydra. And then back to Gwyneth Paltrow, I don't know if Iron Man says in Iron Man 1, 2, or 3 if he ever says I love you to her. Mm-hmm. But I just thought that was weird that like after all this, he like never even said I love you like as he was dying or anything.
Right. Yeah. The video message was out to his daughter, not even.
Yeah, not even. Yeah.
Or her.
Oh, that part tugged on the heartstrings.
Oh, that was sad.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah.
Did you think any other parts were sad though?
Well, just Iron Man dying, like, and then Spider-Man coming up to him, and Gwyneth Paltrow coming up to him.
Mm-hmm. Like the only parts I got sad at are whenever he just in the video recorder was like, no, everything's gonna be fine. Talking to according to plan. I thought that was a little sad. And then when the guy was talking to his daughter, I forget what that guy's name is.
Happy.
Yeah, Happy. You have Shield.
Yeah.
Just whenever he's saying how his dad liked cheeseburgers, that made me think back to Iron Man 1, right when he comes back from being captive. Like, first thing he does is go and get a cheeseburger.
Right.
So I just brought it all the way back. I like that a lot, too.
Yeah.
Good touch.
It's cool that it, like, starts with Iron Man and Iron Man 1. Like, that's where the MCU started, right? Mm-hmm. And then it, like, ended here with them, too. It was pretty sick.
So something that, like, I really wanted out of this movie was, so when Stan Lee's cameo, when he, like, drove by in that car and he's like, make peace, man, or something like that, right? Isn't that what he was? That's what he did. I really wanted, instead, him to be at Tony Stark's funeral in a tux. Mm-hmm. And, like, he was, like, the last person that they showed. I think that would have been cooler.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's what I suggested, but he yells penis at the funeral.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was probably one of my favorite moments, or not moments, movies. And it had my single-handed favorite moment was when Cap picked up Mjolnir, Thor's hammer.
Yes, I did like it, but people saying that's the greatest movie ever is just a little too far with them saying it, so that makes me like it a little bit less just because someone needs to bring it down, the average.
Yeah, I love this movie. It's probably my favorite MCU movie.
We both guessed the same thing for Luke, but what did you give it?
I was going to give it a 9.2, so you
Wow.
both were really close.
I almost
Quite
said
went off.
9.2.
What would you give it?
I would give it probably like an 8.8.
I would give it an 8.9.
Wow, right there, all three of us.
Good movie, just not the greatest ever.
I mean, 8.8, 8.9, those are great scores.
Exactly. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. See you later.